What is media representation? Well, it's basically when a group of people, say, for example's sake, beekeepers, see themselves represented by characters who are beekeepers in media. You know, television and movies and video games and comics and all that stuff. Why is this representation important? Well, when the beekeepers get to see awesome beekeeper characters doing awesome things on their favorite TV show or in their favorite video game or whatever, they feel affirmed about who they are. They feel like they have a valid identity. Representation is super awesome and important because it makes people feel like they matter. Like they can do great things no matter who they are or what groups they belong to. Guys are doing really well on this front. There are tons of awesome male characters out there for boys to look up to and for adult dudes to compare their own identities to. Tons. Like, a lot. A lot. In fact, of all the main characters of all the movies that came out in 2013, 85% were male. 85%! That is a lot. And these are all great characters. Believe me, I am super glad they exist. I saw some of my favorites back there. It's important for everyone to see themselves reflected in their media, including white guys. However, while white men are enjoying excellent representation, women and people of color, not so much. The numbers on the screen right now are especially surprising, considering the fact that last year, 52% of moviegoers were women. For those of you who are all percentaged out by now, that's more than half. But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about the situation with video games. While 47% of gamers are women, according to an Electronic Entertainment Design and Research sample, only 2% of playable video game characters in 2012 were female. And when women are portrayed in these mediums, it's often as sexual or romantic objects for the male characters to acquire, or else they're killed off or kidnapped early on to fuel the male character's emotional development. This is not representation, and it sends the message to girls and women everywhere that we don't belong and can't achieve. Luckily, that is not the truth. We do belong, and we can achieve. Even though today 88% of video game programmers are men, and these men get paid $10,000 a year more than their female peers, the very first programmer was a woman named Ada Lovelace. Mary Shelley single-handedly invented the science fiction genre at age 16 when she wrote a little book called Frankenstein, or the First Prometheus. And remember that Batman guy? The inspiration for his character was a character named Zorro, who in turn was inspired by the first ever masked hero, penned by Baroness Emma Orczy. She is often regarded today as the inventor of the superhero. So women don't just deserve representation in these mediums because it's a basic right, but also because we invented the dang mediums in the first place. If you've ever wondered why there don't seem to be as many women who play video games as men, or why action movies seem to be more popular with men than with women, ask yourself, could that be because women don't see themselves reflected in that medium? That they don't feel welcome due to underrepresentation and misrepresentation? And isn't it about time for that to change? Of course, I've only scratched the surface of this issue. I've barely talked at all about representation for people of color, and I haven't even mentioned representation for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and asexual folks. But there are only so many percentages a girl can take in a single video. I urge you to do some research for yourself. Everyone deserves to see themselves in their favorite characters, and the more people know, the closer we'll get to representation for everyone. The bottom line is, I don't want to get rid of characters like these. These characters are awesome. I'd just like more awesome characters like this, too!